All right. So we were talking earlier just about setting those intentions and staying focused on our intentions. And um, so, just curious for you, how do you go about setting intentions when you're, really not in the zone, right? Like it's like, just, you're not feeling like it. How do you get
Um,
focused?
so I typically, when I'm setting intentions, the question I ask myself is, where do I need support right now? And I'll usually let that question guide the intention. And um, each week I have both an intention and a mantra. Um, and the intention helps, again, because it's all a practice. So um, I really liken everything to like meditation because that's the easiest to explain it. It's like the goal of meditation is not to completely clear your mind, it's to be able to refocus and bring yourself back to center when your mind wanders. So it's the same thing. It's like the intention helps you bring yourself back to your focus or where you need support this week. And then similar to a mantra in that sense, but a mantra is I like to use them as almost like an internal um, chanting, like if I really feel myself getting distracted. So it helps me to give focus to something else that's positive. So
Mm.
if I just need like that quick little shift or reminder, I'll use the intention, right? Remind myself what my intention is. And if I'm struggling a little, I'll repeat my mantra for the week to help me focus on something else.
Mm. So I love that. The it helps you stay centered then. Um, so you meditate to come back to your center, but the mantra helps you stay centered. Um, so this sounds like a pretty regular practice for you on Mondays, right? You start your week that way, or how do you
Um,
do it?
Yeah, so I have my Facebook group. So I have it structured so every day there's a different practice. So Sundays I set intention, Mondays I choose a mantra.
Okay, got it. Nice, nice. Okay. So then well, the other thing I really picked up on for you is that the intention is more needs based versus task based. Like a lot of people, including myself, often set their intention as a task. Like, oh, I've
Mhm.
got to get this one thing done this week. And so when you set intentions, what do some of them typically look like?
Um, so let's say that I am, um, let me think. Let's say that I am expecting like a really busy week. Um, then I will set an intention to practice um, like asking for support or hold like or practice holding boundaries. That's
Mm,
one that comes up like at work a
mhm,
bit. I work on a team where there don't seem to be any boundaries.
mhm,
And my team members seem to thrive on um, that feeling of, you know, being important. Like they're so important and critical that like they have to just work all hours of the night and they're sending emails at midnight and I'm working a lot on holding boundaries there. So um,
mhm,
sometimes
mhm.
that'll be an intention.
Yeah, love it. Just, realizing that I guess my intention this morning, and this is where it comes back to like officially deciding for me. This is why deciding and having a decide hour is so valuable for me, because I oftentimes just go through the motions. And so stopping and deciding is helps me then actually stay grounded, right? So hearing you say, I guess, but some of your intentions, like I think about, well, I did have set an intention this morning that I needed to hold more space for myself. And, my intention is to really focus more on my senses this week.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's there, but saying it out loud really helps enforce that. Like, right, okay, that's what it is. Like, that's really my intention, is to stay grounded through this, the energy that's coming to me right now, to allow myself to have some boundaries around not having to be all things to all people right now. It's okay if I don't get a client this week, right? It's because I need me time or whatever. So very
Yeah.
interesting.
And then my mantras, I try to even make a little bit fun, like short and sweet, and add a little fun to it. So,
Mm-hmm.
like this week, it's I'm the boss. So just a
Ah,
reminder when setting boundaries that like I get to choose what those boundaries are. So, and then it's just like when you're repeating that to yourself, it gets a little fun. I almost take on this like little kid, right? Like defiant, um, just like playful nature. And I'll even like say it like to the dogs,
yeah.
right? In
I
my
love.
in my dog voice. My boys are always like, why do you use a different voice when you talk to the dogs? I'm like, that's my dog voice.
Oh, that's awesome.
All the dogs, right?
I love that.
I'm the
Yeah.
and they'll just look at me like, oh.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I love that. And even just what I said earlier, now it's like, it's so helpful for me to talk through this stuff, because now it's like, okay, I know what my mantra is. It's come back to your senses. I
Mm-hmm.
say it all the time to other people. It's mine this week.
Yeah.
Back to your senses. Just, and be present and experience all of my senses this week. So awesome. I am going to stop the recording and hand things over